welcome to this video. I'm gonna talk about 6 things that I've learned working as a digital nomad. Number 1, you're not a tourist. You're not a tourist when you work outside of the system, but also not as a citizen of the country. Being a digital nomad is kind of like very hard to put into a category because a few people who work as a digital nomad, they don't have a physical address. It's a possible way to live. You're not part of the society, but you kind of are because you're a human being. Number 2, it's a different kind of lifestyle. It's a different kind of lifestyle. I don't know. It's just different, and there's different kind of people doing different kind of things. Each person working as a digital nomad is different. A few people who work online and traveling at the same time have a physical address, but most people don't. I don't know anything really about Swedish society. Since I left, I didn't put any effort or energy to know what's happening in this country, because what can I do? I can focus on the things that matters to me, that brings me joy. And there's a lot of things in society that don't bring me joy. It doesn't bring me any fulfillment whatsoever. So it's a waste of my energy and my time. Number 3, it takes a lot of time and energy to travel. To travel all the time and also working all the time. You don't have really like an office to go to. You don't go to the same place every day. You have the capacity to change your office, which is great. It's a lot of variation. It's not the same old all the time. But it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy to get input all the time. It's important to process things too. It's important to process what we have gone through and what we have seen and who we have met. Number 4, not everyone appreciates you as a traveler. This is personal. This is personal. But I've noticed that because when you're in a country, you're not really a tourist, because you're usually there for a longer period of time than a tourist. And that's how I traveled, and that's how I met a lot of travelers who travel very slowly. It's not like a 2-week vacation to Thailand or Vietnam. It can be a month. When you are in a country for that period of time, the people living in the country might not appreciate you as much as a tourist. That's just my opinion, or what I have seen and gone through. I don't know. Maybe they feel like it's taking advantage of the hardworking people. You learn a lot. Point number 5. You learn a lot. Yeah, I've learned things I've learned working as a digital nomad. I've learned that you learn a lot. Yeah, you learn a lot. You can see different cultures and you see different things at the same time you're working. Most people that work as a digital nomad, they maybe sit and work in their hotel room or hostel room, or they work at a cafe or co-working space or whatever. So you see a lot of the world, right? You see a lot of the world, but at the same time you mostly see that spaces, if you understand what I mean. You're not a tourist because maybe you're not seeing the beautiful monuments, or maybe you're not doing tourist things. Instead you sit at a cafe and work, or you sit at the hostel or at the hotel or whatever it is, which means that it gets very limited actually, what we see. But then this is only a few, like a very selective few persons. Some people might actually do and go and do all of these touristy things, but for me, in my past, I got stuck into like this working, the hamster wheel. Maybe there's a wheel to everything. Number 6, it's unpredictable and it can be challenging. Yeah, especially like finding Wi-Fi, making it to work, and depending on what kind of work you're doing, obviously. There's a lot of different careers out there. But I wrote, I translated, and I write. I'm a writer, working as a digital nomad, being on the road, also working while being on the road. It's an adventure for sure. It's a crazy adventure, and you meet a lot of people. A lot of people from different parts of the world. It's beautiful. It is very beautiful. but it can be challenging sometimes too. It's really an adventure. I really miss being on the road, but I will travel. I will keep on traveling. And my plans will be actually a plan this time. I've never really planned. I didn't plan my 4 years on the road. I just went and let the universe take me wherever I was supposed to go. But now this time I want to plan. Actually, like I want to go to this specific area to see this specific thing, and maybe even looking up what kind of hostel I want to sleep in. You know, actually have a plan of my travel, which a lot of people do, but I didn't. And there's a lot of people who don't do it either. I'm not the only one. But I like to plan, and I want to plan, and I want to go. I don't know where I want to go yet. The thing is, I want to go back to the places I've been, but I also want to go to new places. So I think I'm just gonna go to new places, but plan it this time. And actually, I know how many days I will spend in the country and which country. I usually made the decisions like on the road, usually a few days before. Maybe it will happen again. But the thing is, now I have a home, I have a physical address, I'm a part of the system, I'm a part of society, and I am contributing with my tax money and my presence in the world and my ability to entertain people and also make people awkwardly, but it's fine. I'm fine. I am fine. I'm fine. I rhyme in style. I don't know who I am. I mean, I change all the time. I know who I am. But that part of me is like, it's silly. Okay. I know that I can be like a chameleon sometimes, and I can adapt to the environment that I am in. I know that I love music, and I know that I love art. I love art. I love art in every aspect. I love painting and singing and dancing. I love traveling. I really miss traveling. So I need to like actually start planning a trip. It's time. Wish me luck. And wherever, I don't know where it will be. What do you work with? Are you a digital nomad, or have you been working online before? Or have you always had like a traditional job? It would be interesting to know what you do for work, not what you do for a living, because we should live, right? We should live. But what do you do for work? Do you do anything? I don't know, I just want to know. You don't have to tell me. It's fine. Bye.